Hey, it's Ray. So I'll be freestyling out here. Got lots of freestyle accounts, and so right now what we gonna do is write something up. Already write. Matter of fact, I'm not writing nothing up. I'm just gonna I'm a freestyle. This is a topic though. I wrote down the topic so that we can sing along. It says Ray, hey, we be marking up the land, marking up the time span. Like the compass. We be, accompanying one another, one again and again. So we are the ones on the limbs, and so we is the one. Led all type of friendship. You know what I mean? And so it don't say all that. So as you know me, as you get to know me also. I'll pick a topic and I'll just go everywhere with it. It's rare that I write an entire song, which I am very good at also. I just usually, just write down the topic and I start, going in on the song. And so writing on the artboard, like we write on the sidewalk. And so all it says here, which is very nice, very big sayings, is it says markers, and marking up the land in the dirt, mud, and sand with, the happy notes, and so noting and all the things that we do is so it might not be as legible as as it seems. But anyway, this Ray, and so I will be going off the topic that I just picked. I picked this right here. I made it up. I just got some type of to write down the saying. So that's one of the sayings, is saying that I enjoy to do the sayings, which is rapping and singing the sayings. And so that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Get louder. Talk about the market. Talk about I'm a rapper and singer. Sometimes I'm a writer. Most of the time, majority of the times, I'm a freestyler with the lines. Being the physical writer. Sometimes it be audio and things, but right now it's that video. Visual, visualizing, vocalizing, singing while talking about that story and I. Talking, be broadcasting, projecting, getting louder things. Changing up the vocal box, vocal stance, standing out here pointing. That is the point when I be talking. I am the talker. Yeah. So the talking becoming too light. As far as that tone, the tone goes in and out. It's writing on the board, but right now I just picked the topic to write down. The rest of that is freestyling. So, this Ray. And again, I said, the topic is, marking up the land. Just like, the compass and northeast, southwest, we all talking about, we are the best. We is the best. We the best, And so, Anyway, so my intentions is pure, so as far as my intent and my input and infatuated and just about to write something, because You know, I freestyle this, I freestyle that, I freestyle all the time. I rarely write, but I am a good writing, writing person. And so, I don't feel like writing. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like writing. I haven't felt like writing in this entire 2 years. I didn't even, as I picking a topic, I say, well, I'm incorporating my writings and freestyling sometimes, but it's really just picking a topic and going in on it. You know what I'm saying? As far as, rapping goes or singing goes, that is my goals, so as far as that go, I say go lingo. I got my own lingo. We got our own lingos and stuff, so we go with the lingo. We go out here with the right rhyming flow with the, you know what I'm saying? So I did, I said, state on some of my, songs that I wrote and freestyle, which it was just freestyle, I'll pick a topic, I'll write this much of, one little sentence, and then say I combine my writing with my freestyling, because I'll just write a topic, which is just a topic, and then just freestyle, But I write the topic down so we can do the sing-along, so we sing along and on with the song we do, you know what I mean? So this is Ray. And again, the topic was the markers, marking up the land, with just the saying, saying what you say is doing your thing on the lands. And so we is landing all type of friendship, within the bondmanship. So I get on here, bonding, we bond, we chat out with each other. So I say that. And so I might not be, stating that I do sometimes combine the two, because honestly it'd be freestyle. And so I got all type of freestyle albums out here. I got type of interviews out here. I got all type of interviews out here. Excuse me, that's what I said in the last sentence. Sometimes I said, "Wow, I play these back." I said, I really can't understand what I just said sometimes, and so other times it's very, very clear to hear, what I'm saying. And so majority of the time make it clear of what I'm trying to get out there. And so just to say, unified with the music, what I'm saying, I unite with the music, with the essentials, and all the potential, potentially heading over to the randomness, what I'm saying? So we having random times that we see. So this is one of them, definitely one of them random times, you know what I mean? So I said, well, I get out on camera. That's what I do, is just get on camera randomly. And so the camera personalities and personnels, and what I'm saying, and the tunnels and all that. And so being that I haven't really wrote. I've always been freestyling this 2-3 years or whatever, but I do have songs here and there that I did write, So I'll probably do more songwriting, and because I do enjoy to songwrite also, too. So just the random interviews, I like to also partake into that type of space too, to get to know each other and the artists and the artistries in the industries of the artists, and so the entire world is the industry of the artists. We are the artists, we are doing art, every art forms and formings of marking up the land. So when we say marking up the lands, we're just marking up on the sidewalks, the walk of life, on the pavement with the chalk, so cha 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 cha, I do dancing and all type of different type of stuff, and just different voices and stuff. And as well with like I said, any type of art board. So the ground is the art, when we walking around, tiptoeing, tap dancing, and whatever else, stomping, and whatever else, what I'm saying, and writing on whatever with the markers, pencils, and pens, and just not even writing at all sometimes. and just speaking, that's still writing, into the universe, and that's marking up the land. And so, different type of metaphors and phrases and puns and punctuations and, the situations of just, one's intellectual way of speaking, being a spokesperson, so I like to be a talker, talking about whatever I'm talking about at the moment. So it be in the moment lots of the time. It said the ramble times of Ray, and what I'm saying, the randomity. That's one of the words I like. There's lots of words that I picked, and I stuck with. I stick with as far as the 3 years goes of me freestyling. And so I didn't know that I'll be, recycling lots of words. And so it's just, getting to know again, getting to know the artist, So I will be introducing more and more of my writings because, honestly, I'm really, good song making machine. Like I'm making song person. So I do make the songs. You say, wow, you didn't write this song, Ray. It's really, really, defined, and it's really, in a way where somebody wrote this song, but it's good music, just the way that I do my music, the way that I've done music in general. I said, wow, I'm happy to be in that area of way of being, the way that I like to, enjoy the markings up of the land. So as we just in being yourself, just being here on within in the world and the universe, being, just being that being, that beam, And so I am an inspirational speaking talker, speeching, And so the rhymes and the riddles of whatever the motion and the rhythm of rhythmatic, it just comes automatic to do songs for me, And so we'll be erasing this because I'm not writing particularly, I'm just honestly, literally speaking and freestyling. And so the reason why it does come so natural to do music for me is I've been doing music as a little person, what I mean? So it's just like everybody picks up what they want, stick to it. And so sometimes you just say, wow, I really enjoy this avenue of doing things. I say, wow, I really enjoy what I just did. As a child, I said, I just made up a song, and it was good. You know what I'm saying? I said, wow, it's a good song right here. And so I said, wow, it's a good song right here. And I want to proceed with this way of expression. So expressions and expressing oneself, expressing how we are, the cells coasting through the entire, of, what I'm saying, collective of a magic musician ball. So we are the musician, y'all. We are the magic that happens. We are the happenings that happen to be the captains of, just being what it is that, I'm saying, the mystic, way of the viewing of whatever it is that you want to, have the imagination mix with whatever else is outside of the mind. You grab things and store it there within, whatever it is that you project within the insight, you peer within the outside, So everything in sight, get excited about. So I get excited about the music I've always have. So that's why I become so fluent at, whatever type of music. I say, well, I surprised myself. We surprised ourselves. We didn't be in awe. Like, well, that's some good stuff there. That's some good just sound. That's a good look. That's a good everything. We are the everything. We are the all. And so I say that's what I'll be rapping about. That'll be my music. You know what I mean? And so that be folks music. We are the folks. We do music for the folks, with the folks, about the folks. And so that's what I do. I'm happy to be amongst and around and coexisting with us being the folks, you know. So I say, yeah, I'm happy to be influential influencer with other influential influencers. We are the influential influencers, influenced, you know. And so I influence at, you know, them songs. So being a song making machine, that's what I say, really, you know, beaming machine with the time machine and all type of different type of timings, you know, time stamped, you know, stamped there, solid, you know, and seeing, you know, everything moving around like we is, the liquids and the solids, you know what I'm saying, the movement of the actual waves and the currency, you know, currently I talk about that in my songs. I always did, you know, like to, you know, be at, you know, the river streams and upon the ponds and upon the beaches and the seas where we see, and we see the sea eagles, we see the eagles, we see the sea lions, we see the sea lion, the sea, you know, whatever it is we see. So the CC, you know, SEE, and then SEA at the beaches, the bayous, and just, you know, I talk about all this stuff. And it comes out very good, you know. Shit. Like all these songs pertain to such historical, you know, humanitarian, being, you know, one to even like to be vocal about, you know, the vocals. You know what I'm saying? Wow, you talk about vocals and you rap the entire song. I said, but I said to myself, but did I hear? You know, I heard, you know, the switch up of the sound of the vocal, even though I was, you know, maybe up range, flat range, you know, low range, high range, you know, and whatever range it is, you know, just music ranges and tones, whatever high tone, high pitches, and the pitch and all that. And so, also, you know, talking about the bridges on the songs, the choruses on the song, the verses on the songs, and being very, you know, what I'm saying, Ray. You know what I'm saying? I'm Ray, and I say all this stuff over songs. I say, and I talk about the instruments, and we talk about this, we talk about that, and so, you know, it's more and more stuff that I talk about and pertaining to the enjoyance and what I do enjoy to share what be on my mind, you know, what be on the mind. And so we got like-minded views, like-minded sayings, like-minded music and dancing and style, you know, and so out of nowhere I say, wow, you know, that was really good, you know, but I did, you know, so I say that about other folks, and so I'll just be happy to see everybody out here doing, you know, the expertise and the experting and you know, the experimenting and experiments of just being, you know, again, artistic and being an artist and in the artist field of the world. And so we are out here worldly with the world. And so I say, well, we are earthly in the earth, on the earth, with the earth and the earth plane and the earth realms, you know. And so reeling in the inside of Ray's mind, but also being, you know, within the guidelines of mindful, you know, being fulfilled with the joyful way of just saying, you know, again, I'm happy to be friends with everybody. We have to be friends with everybody. I say that a lot because, again, to be coexisting, be a co-friend, but you know what I'm I'm saying, the expressor, expressing whatever it is that comes about, that be about. So I'll just be being about what I'll be talking about as far as, the only way, what I'm saying, the only way, that I like to make sure, not the only way, because there's all type of ways. Everywhere is a good way as far as being that good. Just wherever you is, you good person. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. That's what I say. That's what we say. And the interview, has been great. The random interview has been great. It's I'm Ray. I'm Ray, R-A-Y. Hey. It's yeah. And alright, it's just about does it for the doings of the good due diligence. That's one of my words I like, it's digitally though. And the satellites, I talk about Saturn, and I talk about Saturday with Sundays and Mondays, and with the moon and the noon and solar noon, and the planets, and Jupiter being real chipper and being real, really music inclined, with Mars, and more and must I say, I like to, incorporate whatever it is that I can grab at that moment, So the momentary stories, and I tell the stories, and the storyline be aligning up with, the mammals, like the animals, we is, and so the lions, I said, and the sea lions, mountain lions, and just the lions in general, we be roaring, we be howling like the wolves, and so again, I'll be incorporating everything, dinosaurs and whatever sea creatures I see that I can. I say alligators and zebras, A through Z, and everything in between, like the middle alphabets, like L, the lions, and whatever else, and the panthers and the tigers. And I said, I always talking about the harps and the tarps and the drums and the guitar. And so that's something about we stand near, we going far, we're out here in the air. And so we out here with the fairs, and so we always talk about we farewells, and and hellos, and talking about the ringing bells, and talking about how we like to spell. You're talking about the spelling bees, talking about the bumblebees, talking about the rumbling of the beats that Ray make. I make my beats. And so, again, the Ray rambling on, the seance. So my sayings, I say what I say for all, because we say what we say, because we is the all, for the all. So the all-seeing eye, what I'm saying? We all see all of us, so we all the knowing, so we got knowing about our character. And so the characteristics and the good traits of, what I'm saying, is with the numbers too, the decimals, and the multiple, situations with the multiplications, and the multi talents and gifts to share the gifted, the talents, And so we be out here being speakers, talkers, and rappers, singers, dancers, and whatever instruments, we pick up. The people, we are the people. And so we talking about the astronauts and the rockets, as far as just, dancing like a, rocking person. Be rocking out here, what I'm saying, and doing whatever it is that we do. And so, yeah. And also, I'm talking about, zoning in, and zoning with the music, hand by hand, side by side, outstanding is where we reside, where we stance with it, doing handstands, backflips, flipping the pages and the chapters to the worldly story, the worldly movie, the worldly show. So for show, we be everywhere. We be liking to, share, show and tell, and moving around. Talking about we happy to do so. with one another. You know what I'm saying? And so I say thank you. I say all the time thank you in my music, and that we friends in my music. That we, you know what I'm saying, we close. You know what I'm saying? As far as just understanding one's being that we is the one. I talk about the sun and being A1 with the sun, acing and what I'm saying, getting the A plus on whatever it is that we do to pursuit, and we being the pursuitable. With the suitables, we are suitable with every type of analogy with the fashion. We talk about all type of stuff. I say all type of these things, you know what I mean? So I talk about being goofy, silly, and being a comedian. I talk about being serious. So I guess this is one of them serious times for Ray. And so I do got them silly times. I got them, settle times, And I got the times where I'm just, what I'm saying, with it, what I'm saying, as far as being witty and being real, energetic. And so sometimes, it's, what I'm saying, mellow. And so I'm talking about all this stuff in my music, and I'm happy to want to do music all the time, and I'm happy that the music was profounding, the founders of just, whatever it is we found out here, find out here, picking up things and catching on to things, adding to things, talking about it, you know what I mean? And so this is Ray, and we're talking about lots of stuff, and talking about scenes this and scenes that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's usually I'm looking at the camera and it's like, well, I just, one of them days or days, the daisies, and we be talking about the tulips, daisies, roses, and something about, the heights and the weathers, and it's time to get to another chapter, because I've been talking about these things, but I know that, consistency and persistence, pressing through it, whatever I said, getting to know one's artists. And so we are the ones, we are the artists. And so that was one of the ways that I did, what I'm saying, make it a point to point out how we be, what I'm saying, tallying out, moving around and things, and talking about, the strings of the instruments and the sticks of the instruments sticking to, whatever it is we do stick to, as far as the, the wind, when it's windy, when it's sunny, when it's rainy, when it's snowy, when it's whatever it can be, And so I'm talking about the seasons, and talking about this and whatever else, just being happy to be happy with the happies. You know what I mean? And so I'm saying, we be meaning what we be meaning, because we meaningful, and the matter around, what I'm saying, the gravitation to the gravity, And so I talk about space and outer space, in the space we take up to do the music, And so I'm Ray, and I'm happy to be, what I'm saying, we happy to be, So alright, this is RAY Ray.